name's Shoestring Jane. Welcome back to my channel where I talk about all things thrifty, frugal and money saving. And I thought I'd just take you through some of the frugal things that I have done this week and just show you how I save money as I go along, really. So here we go. One of today's jobs is to clean these Cath Kidston Converse shoes, which are in good condition but a bit grubby. I was going to keep them for myself, but they really just don't suit me, so I'm going to just clean them up a little bit and see if I can sell them. I'm just going to use washing powder dissolved in warm water and a scrubbing brush and see if that works. Okay, so I'm better equipped now. I found a magic sponge and some solid vanish. So I'll just try with the magic sponge first and see if that helps. Just wet it a little bit. Let's try this one. That's the one I started doing. You know, they are called magic sponges with good reason. That's coming off. It's clever, isn't it? Very good. I need to get some more of these. The textured bit definitely needs a different approach. Over with the magic sponge. It's a lot better so far. Let's try the fabric. There's a little bit on here. A little bit on here. I know you can put these in the washing machine. I know there's some people saying that in the comments, and I have put Converse in the washing machine before, but I do think that it can make the glue come unstuck a little bit, and on the Converse website it does say that's not recommended, so I wouldn't do that initially. If they were absolutely filthy and I was keeping them for myself, then I might do that. I think it's generally a lot cleaner at the moment now, between the magic sponge and the vanish, but I won't see properly probably until it's dry. So I'll rinse those off with a cloth and then do the other one. But it's looking encouraging, isn't it? Mostly come off, apart from this just streak of like maybe they walked in snow or something. So I've done my best. I'm going to leave them to dry, and if they still look bad I might have to do the washing machine. Came out great, pleased with those. Okay, so once again I'm embarrassed by my wardrobe. Look at the state of my jumpers. It's a bit high, this shelf, which makes it quite difficult, that's my excuse anyway, to keep it tidy, because you can't reach stuff and you can't see it and you tend to grab stuff at the front. I need to sort it out. So I think I'm just going to start by just going through it, because there's stuff in there I never wear. So I'm going to pull it all out, stick it on the bed and go through it. And Archie's going to help me, aren't you, Arch? You're going to help me? Start by picking these two up, shall we? I'm going to pull it all out. So, what have we got in here? Honestly, what is the point of having a load of clothes that you never wear? I'm dumping it on the floor. The plan is to make a keep pile, a sell pile and a donate pile. and then go from there. I do have stuff that I think, why have I got these? Waterproof trousers. I keep these because I keep thinking one day we're going to go hiking and I'm going to wear these. I don't even know where they came from. I think they're that old that it was one of the girls' school trips and I still haven't used them. So I could probably go straight on a donate pile, I think. I do have a lot of rubbish. I am reluctant to throw things away. I wore this to Justin's brother's wedding. And it went really well with my dress, but honestly, it's not really my thing. I'll probably never wear that again. But it's kind of nice in a way. I quite enjoyed wearing it that day. Went with my blue dress. But I think I'll sell that. I can go straight on the sell pile. Right, so everything is out. I do have some things that are hanging, but I've done that relatively recently. I might do that as well if I have time. Let's get on with it then. Got my coffee to keep me going anyway. Thank goodness. I bought this and it was really lovely, and it was 100% merino wool, and it was beautiful, and I just stupidly washed it on the wrong heat. I don't know what I was thinking of. I mean, normally I'd wash things like this by hand, and for some reason I decided to try it. I think I actually only did it on a wool wash. I decided to do it on a wool wash and it shrunk and it's ruined it, and I kind of kept it and tried to wear it anyway, but you know, it's the sort of thing that can go to the charity shop to be donated, because I think that it will still fit someone smaller, or it could make it good, you know, it could be reused as a cushion cover or something, or someone cleverer than me. Let's put that as a donate pile. This is a real old vintage Debenhams men's jumper, which I do like, but honestly, it doesn't really suit me. I mean, it's good for dog walking because it's thick, but I didn't wear it at all last winter, so it's I mean, I would try and sell it, but it's got a stain on the front, so I'm not going to bother. That can go to the charity shop, which is where it came from in the first place. I'll keep this because my daughter gave it to me, and it's just a loungy thing, and I wore this a lot when I wasn't going anywhere. It's a really long, it's only a Primani thing, but I actually did wear that quite a lot, so that's definitely a keeper. Oh, do you know where my keep pile should be? I have a keep pile here. What have I got? I bought this the other day from Vinted. I think it's vintage, actually. It came smelling a bit musty. And I thought, well, I love this colour. I'm not going to have glasses, I'm wearing a poncho. And it took me back to my days of being a hippie and going to festivals, which, you know, I like to think aren't over. It's gone a bit weird. I washed it and I dried it on the line. And now it doesn't smell musty, so I'm keeping that. It's a nice sort of summer cover up, isn't it? So I get my piles mixed up. Oh, this is a new one. I treated myself to this for my 60th birthday. And it's Joe Brown's, which is quite expensive usually, although I get a lot of second-hand Joe Brown stuff. But I absolutely love this. I had so many compliments. It looks crocheted, but in actual fact, it's knitted. It's clever knitted with just some crochet bits on it, so it looks crocheted. Absolutely love that. But they say don't hang it because I think it will stretch, so that needs to be folded up. And this is an old favourite, but I haven't worn this for a long time. It was a Monsoon. My glasses back on, I can't actually see anything. It's a Monsoon little crochet top, and it's like a nice cover up for the summer. I'm kind of reluctant to throw that away because I think I'll regret it. I'll come to wear that. What I'll do is I'll hang that rather than fold it so I can see it, and then I'll remember it's there. Another recent purchase from Vinted and another Joe Brown's is this nice long cardigan, which I bought it even though it was not seasonal because I like the colour. And then I suddenly turned very cold, so I actually ended up wearing it a lot. So another Joe Brown's. I like their styles. Now this is one that, again, I kept for dog walking, but literally have never worn. It is a vintage, it's St. Michael fleece. I have one of these already in a smaller size. It's very covered in cat hair. I have one of these in a smaller size on eBay, which I must transfer to Vinted, but it has been there a long time and it hasn't sold. Well, I will de-fluff that because it's the sort of fabric that really attracts cat hair, so I'll de-fluff it and potentially, if I can get it looking nice, I'll sell it. Another vintage one that's good for dog walking, a vintage St. Michael, made in Hong Kong, but quite tatty jumper. I'm not sure about that one. I mean, it's quite old. Oh, I don't know. I'll keep it for now. Let's have a look. This was one I bought in a charity shop, but does anybody remember Time Team? It was a Channel 4 series of archaeologists, and there was a mad professor. He was a great professor, actually. I shouldn't say he was mad. He was a really, really nice guy. I think he's still around. I can't remember his name, but he was an archaeologist, academic, and he always wore jumpers like this. Justin says I look like him when I wear it. I bought it from the charity shop. I quite like it. I never wear it. So it's only a Peacock's one. I might put that on Vinted. I won't get more than a couple of quid for it, but you know. Oh, this is another fleece. It's a dog walking fleece. I'm going to wear this. I'll wear this just a trespass one, but I know that I will wear that in the winter for dog walking. Got this from, can you see how many things I got second hand in the first place? That was second hand from somewhere, I can't remember where. This came from the £1 charity shop, and it's a lightweight sweatshirt and I wear it all the time, so I do like that one. This is an old Adidas one. I think this actually came from eBay, but it was second hand and it wasn't that cheap when I got it, but it's very faded now, so I think I'm going to give that to the charity shop. Someone gave me this as well. It's a Nike one. It's quite warm, and it's got one of those kind of cowl necks. It's very tatty, but I'll keep it because it's good for kind of dog walking and cleaning. It is very tatty, but I just know I'm going to need something warm that's a bit tatty, so that's fine. This one needs to go on a hanger. It's just a little Peruna cardigan, which, you know, it's a good cover up. So I will wear that. I'll keep that, but I'll put it on a hanger so I can see it. This is a very knackered, just a Primani top. I don't think about buying from Primark, buying hoodies from Primark, is that I'm not going to do it again, because although they are cheap when you're buying them, they get so bobbly really quickly and faded, unlike a better quality one like Adidas, which, although they're much more expensive to start with, they are better quality. Sometimes I don't agree with that. I don't think that's the case, but for hoodies, it does seem to be. I mean, that Nike one, the purple one, I've had that for absolutely years and it's really lasted. But I'm not going to throw this yet because it's the sort of thing I wear and I need to get something else. You might have seen this in a recent haul. Love this. It's brand new with tags, wool blend, like a Fair Isle-y type style jumper. Absolutely love this. It's new with tags, and I can't remember, I got it from a boot sale, I think. It was on a recent boot sale, or I think it was a boot sale haul. It's lovely and soft, so haven't worn that yet because it's been too warm, but I definitely will wear that. This one, again, a really tatty old thing. It was a cowl neck I picked up in the £1 charity shop. I did wear it for a bit, but it's only red herring. I think I can go to the charity shop. I haven't worn that at all winter. This is an old fleece, a regatta fleece, but I won't throw that because although it's very old and tatty, it's good for layering up for dog walks. What's this one? I think this might actually be Isabel's. This is another Primani one. A Primani, just quite a large grey one. I don't think that belongs to me, so I'm going to keep that. And finally, an Adidas hoodie, which I think I bought this for Justin for his birthday. I bought it second hand during my second hand year, but it was too small for him, so I bought it for him for his birthday. I ended up stealing it, so keeping that. And then these are two things that I just had hanging on the bed. This was just a cheap thing I picked up in Tesco's because I was short a long cardigan, and I've worn it all winter long, so definitely keeping that. And this one, I quite like the colour of this one. It's just a long cardigan, so I find long cardigans, or any cardigans, come into their own at this point because it's not quite summer. You have chilly periods, you can just sling a cardigan on over your jeans or whatever. And that's just a Peruna one, which I will keep. So I think that's going to go. That's going to go. Better decision. So I've slimmed down my piles, as it were, quite considerably. Still got quite a big keep pile, but I've got very little to sell. I don't even think there's, apart from the cloak thing, I'll sell that. The other two may not be worth selling. Anyway, that is another job jobbed. Here's my final pile. I've pulled a few things out of my wardrobe as well, and I've just kind of tied it up. I think really it's just not very well used, this cupboard. I need another rail because I'm hanging a few things here, but I need another rail along here. It's just wasted space, but my jumpers are tidy anyway. That's a bit of an improvement, isn't it? So I'm just about to bag up all of the stuff that I am donating, ready to go to the charity shop. Lovely sky this morning, gorgeous view over to the estuary. And there's some red clover, which I think is quite unusual there. I don't know if you can see it. Really nice meadow. I'm actually walking up the lane today. Beautiful poppies up here as well. Come on then, Arch, let's go. This wisteria is amazing at the moment. Let's just appreciate how wild the cemetery is looking this morning. So I'm just about to start painting my dresser. This is a before shot. As you can see, the paint didn't hold up very well. The blue did underneath, but I can't remember what that was. I can't remember what this one was either, to be honest. I think it was something from Homebase. But this time, excuse me, I've got a frog in my throat. I'm going to use Bon Bon by French Chic. I've got Dazzle Me out as well because I might do one of these shelves, Dazzle Me White as well. I'll see how I get on. I'll have to take the dog out as well at some point. He always slows me down. Let's get on with this. I'm just doing one thin coat on to begin with. I think I'll probably need to do 3 to get rid of this green. Quite like these brushes though that French Chic do. They're not cheap, but they are really good for painting this kind of paint, this kind of furniture. So it's a warm day today, so hopefully this will dry quite quickly and I can get on to the next coat. So the first somewhat patchy coat is done. I have done it, as I say, quite thin. But this colour, you can't really appreciate the colour it's going to be because of the green underneath, but I just put a little bit on the wall. These were the bits, the colours I looked at the other day, which are just all too dark. But this one, I think you just about see it, is absolutely perfect. I really like this pale pink. So I might do a couple of the walls a pale pink as well, but I'll have to order the wall paint for that. But I'll see how it looks when it's double coated, triple coated and dried. I may not have enough for a triple coat. I did look, I bought the smallest tin of paint thinking it would be enough, but it's actually smaller than the small tins of paint I bought last time. So as you can see, it's this one that I got, this size. And the last one I got is that much bigger, so I definitely got the wrong size. I probably should have got a bigger one, but it might do, and why spend more if you don't need to? Here's the dresser after 2 coats. As you can see, it's definitely going to need a third at least. I went to my mum and dad's yesterday, and there's a charity shop on the way that hasn't been there very long, and it's quite good because it's in a village, so there's not another one nearby, so that's where everybody in this really quite well-to-do village takes their stuff. So I've popped in there a few times before and got a few things, but this time I was drawn to it, and when I went in I realised that they had put all of their clothing at £1. They had so much stuff that they literally just had to get rid of it. So I went right through the clothing rails and got a few bargains, which I'm going to show you. She's very excited about this, aren't you? No, he's too busy barking at the neighbours. Be a good boy. Archie's specialising in being annoying, and so probably bark all the way through this. Let's just show you what I got. Just a few bits, but as I say, they were £1 each. Bargain. This is Monsoon, and it's a really nice dress. Does it have belt loops? No, it doesn't have any belt loops, but it's got nice looking embroidery at the bottom. It's quite a summery dress, and I think it's size 12. I looked in it. I'm going to try it on anyway because it's really nice, but if I don't like it, then I'll just sell it on. It's a size, it's 100% cotton, and not telling me what size it is. Oh, I might have had the size label cut off. I reckon it looks like about a 12, so I'll try it on and then that'll give me an idea of what the size is. But I think it's really nice. It looks like it's a really flattering sort of dress. And you know, anything, if you can get something like for £1, you can't really go wrong, can you? This I got picked up for my daughter actually, because she likes Adidas sportswear. And it's just a racer back sort of baggy vest. So that will be for her. Hopefully it will fit. This is, again, I mean, some of these things are like the Monsoon dress would have been expensive. This would have been expensive. This is size 12, and it's coast, and it's a kind of viscosy, pale coloured lining. I'm guessing that's viscose, with a lace overlay, and I think that's really pretty. It's a midi dress, a midi skirt rather, A-line midi skirt, and it really looks really nice to me. I don't know what the top bit's made of. It's not cotton. It's nothing like it's special, I don't think. Oh, it is cotton, 100% cotton, and the lining is polyester. So I think that's really nice for £1. I'm going to keep saying for £1 and be annoying now. There's not that much, so there's not many times I'm going to say for £1. This one is the Masai Clothing Company, which again, I don't know if it's still going, but it used to sell in Debenhams, I think. I guess it will still be going, but it's quite a floaty, sort of summery tunic dress with pockets, which is always a good thing. People like pockets. It's size small, but it looks, I mean, it feels small. Would be like an 8 to 10. It certainly looks and feels bigger than that, but perhaps it's supposed to be baggy. I'm going to try that on again as well, but I don't think I'll keep it. I think it's a bit short for me, but it's really nice. It's really floaty. And Masai Clothing Company, again, is quite expensive. I bought this for my mum, but she didn't like it because it would expose her arms. But it's a size 18 Peruna tunic top, and it's quite long. Size 18 is quite a good big size. So it's just cotton top. So again, for £1, can't go wrong. I thought she doesn't like it, doesn't really matter. This was a very good buy. It's a really lovely condition next coat in a size 16, black coat. I couldn't see a thing wrong with this. It was just a really nice, I know it's not seasonal at the moment, but really, really nice coat. Probably too big for me, and you know, it's too smart for me. It's got all the buttons. It's actually it's buttons. It's actually poppers, which seem to work okay. Yep, and a belt. But for £1, I mean, Next Clothing doesn't sell for that much really. I mean, it's quite expensive new, but this probably, I won't get much for it, maybe 15, but 15 from £1 is good. So that is all of the haul. It wasn't a massive haul, but I was really pleased. I did look at their homeware, wasn't taken by any of the homeware. I found some really good homeware in there before, but not this time. But no, I thought that was a pretty good investment. Quite pleased with that. So that was my week. This was one of the mugs that I bought on my garage sale trail. I showed you that in my last video. So I've been using that, it's really nice. So I've had quite a tiring week. It feels tiring anyway. I feel really tired today, but that's because I've done 2 mornings cleaning, rushed over to see my mum and dad and done some jobs and things for them as well after yesterday's cleaning. And just been running around really, as you do. So I'm just trying to gather some energy before I have to take a certain little fluffy person. I think you can just about see his leg for his BALL time. It's a beautiful day. I actually think it might be a bit too hot, but I have to do it at a certain time before the school kids come out so that they don't get freaked out by having a dog running around on the playing field. So that's my plan for this afternoon, is to take the boy out, do another coat of the dresser. I can't show you the dresser finished because it's not finished. I can't probably do a whole coat because I had to order some more. The tin I ordered was too small. I've had to order some more. It hasn't arrived yet, but I can do some of it. I'm going to finish that. I'm looking at it now thinking you can look at it, you can't see it. I'm going to finish what I've got, the paint I've got, and then complete it once it arrives, the new one, so then I can get that sorted out. And I also found some pale green paint that I had bought really for the dresser. I bought it when we were at the last house, and I think I'm going to do the shelves with that rather than waste it. It's a bigger, I think it's a 250 milliliter. It's a bigger pot anyway, than it's the same size pot as the Dazzle Me I showed you. So I'm going to do the 2 shelves either side with the green, which is called Wise Old Sage. I think pink and green do go together. So, and that seems to be a bit of a theme downstairs in this house. So that's going to be probably a job for the weekend, but daughter's dragging me off to a boot sale first thing. So no doubt I'll show you another haul. Got to make the most of the boot sales while the weather's good. Anyway, if you enjoy this sort of content and like watching somebody living a nice frugal but fun lifestyle, then please do give me the thumbs up and subscribe so you know next time I am publishing something. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.